Hi everybody. So this video is about VIC Blends, also known as Victor Fonson. And so I'm gonna just talk to you about how he inspired me and touched my heart. And while you're at it, I just wanna say if you please hit the subscribe button, press like, and leave comments at the end. I would love to hear from you as we build this beautiful community. So VIC Blends is this very handsome, intelligent, young 22-year-old young man. And what he is doing is he is giving haircuts away one at a time, using a haircut at one at a time to change people's lives. Now, I want you to pause for just a second. Just think about that. We all know that appearance is something that people make judgments about. They look at you, they size you up head to toe, and they decide from that place who you are, what you are, and what you're about. Think how big a gift a haircut is and how amazing that can make you look and feel. You know when you're looking good and feeling good, a lot of times you're gonna walk the walk, talk the talk, and you're gonna get the job, you're gonna get the position, you're gonna get the girl, you're gonna get the guy, you're gonna get it. So I'm just saying, like, let's just take a moment to pause. Like something as simple, but you know being a barber is complex. And this complex, what a beautiful young man VIC Blends. So he decided he's gonna change lives one haircut at a time. So he started out, from what I understand, cutting hair in his mom's garage. And the point was that because he didn't have money to go to college. So he was he wasn't gonna let anything stop him. Well, he didn't get into any of those colleges that he applied to. But did that stop Victor Blends? No, it didn't. And even though he saw all his friends going off to college, he still stayed encouraged. He believed in his path and he believed in what he was choosing, and he stayed encouraged. So after high school, he went to barber school. And then from there, he took his talents to Atlanta. Atlanta, another place we love. We love you, Atlanta, we love you. So he began cutting hair over there for many of the top athletes and celebrities. But most important, while he was in that process, he began to discover that his voice was more powerful than his hands. Isn't that an amazing concept? That even though for him, his realization was that his voice was more powerful than his hands. Think about this young man. Like many of you young men and young women, his mind is powerful, his voice is powerful, his hands are powerful, his heart is powerful, his whole being is powerful, and he's using it to serve mankind. So he learned that important realization. So he started doing free haircuts on the street, and then he started posting it on TikTok. And we're not talking any old kind of haircut. He starts cutting people's hair, and he will ask them things like, what are you doing? What are your dreams? You know, tell me about the things that you love, or how are you giving back to your community? I mean, that's a barber from heaven, if you ask me. So yeah, VIC Blends, we love you. So anyway, Vic says he wants to encourage people too, because if he had listened to everyone and did what other people wanted him to do in the beginning, he wouldn't be where he's at. Now listen to me, we have a lot of things going on in the world. This is not an excuse, a whole pass to be rude to your parents or authority. There is a way to appropriately challenge authority. You always want to take the high road, you always want to be respectful, but listen to what he's saying. Even though all the junk that was projected onto him, even the things he saw in the 3D, that I didn't get into school, I had to do this in my garage to make money enough, blah, blah, blah. He knew in his heart, as I know all of you should know in your heart, that he had a higher calling. He had something to give the world, just as you have something to give the world. But sometimes you need somebody to help speak that life into you and remind you of this. So anyway, he said, if he had listened to people, he wouldn't be where he's at. And one thing I do know is if you don't stop, like if you stay persistent, even if you're messing up like a champ, I mean, I'm not saying mess up like a champ, but I'm saying 99% of success is just showing up. It's not always about being perfect. It's about showing up. And I know many of you, you don't just show up. You show up with your whole mind, your whole heart. You're doing things to make yourself more powerful. You're doing things to help people. Like, you've got the right place. You're over here to help upgrade the new earth. So when you show up, it's like thunder, lightning. The way you ground is frightening, but it's not frightening. It's wonderful because everyone feels your beautiful, loving electricity. Everyone feels uplifted by you. You are the type of, quote, infection somebody wants to get, because when you come around, they feel infused with life, love, and the best of everything. But anyway, let me keep going. So, VIC Blend says, take this to heart. The only way you lose is if you stop grinding. So one of the things that I do here on this channel is I keep encouraging us. So I'm going to say, stop now. We're stopping to start. Please, I'm telling you, take in that stop pause, decide the step you're going to take. Take that step, whatever it is. You know what it is. It could be like taking out the trash without your mom asking you, doing the yard without your mom or dad asking you. It could be doing your homework and getting an A, or let's say the best you can do is a C, but you know it's your best. It could be helping an elderly person or someone who has children, babysitting for free. I don't know what it is, but I know you do. I want you to take that step, and I want you to help others take that step, knowing that what you do matters. Okay, so squirrel, we're gonna go back to VIC Blend. So I wanna let you know, interesting fact, take this to heart, listen to this. He's helping establish this 22-year-old young man from heaven, VIC Blends. He is helping to establish the first ever barber school in California State Prison. Now, we all know there's a plethora of things that goes on in the world, and the truth is, if somebody had a video camera on you most of the time, it's possible we could all be not where we are. So all I'm saying is that there is a lot of amazing talent in our prisons, and they're in everywhere. But can you just imagine the outlet? Like, barbers are beautiful. They make people beautiful. They make them handsome. I mean, they make you do that double take, break that neck thing. So we're giving love to the barbers too. And he's making the first ever barber school in California. I can't imagine it's going to be amazing. The styles, the cuts, everything that comes out of the school. So again, I want to thank you, VIC Blends. But this is a quote that actually grabbed me by the heart cojones. And the quote that he said changed his life was this. He said, don't let what you're good at define who you are. Who are you if you can't do what you're good at? And I want you all to pause for a minute. I'm going to say that to you again. Just take that in. Who are you if you can't do what you're good at? This is something for me that's personal. I'm in the process of changing my life. And a lot of the things that I was great at were taken. So I'm in the process. This just got me. You know, VIC Blend said that when the pandemic hit, the only thing he was good at was taken from him. And so he thought, and he thought, and he thought, who is he if he can never cut hair again? Now, he's still a barber, guys, and he's the best of the best. He'll still be coming, but so is his voice. And he said, who am I if I can never cut hair again? And then he realized God blessed his voice a long time before he blessed his hands. Think about that. God blessed his voice a long time before he blessed his hands. Oh yeah, I'm sure you've all noticed I am a finger gymnast too. I don't just do camera gymnastics, I do finger gymnastics. So here we go. But he thought, okay, God bless my voice before he blessed my hands. And he's giving me a new path, and I'm gonna boldly walk in that direction. And I wanna encourage you today to let you know that God has blessed you with many, many gifts. So you might need to stop, to start, to take the step, to get into the action and be in that flow. So the point is, we have to reinvent ourselves, okay? And I'm here to encourage you to reinvent yourself. If Vic Blends can do it, he'd be in your living room, getting you off that couch, pushing you in that direction to do what you're gifted here. And that's what I'm here to do too. I want you to help you to be encouraged, uplifted, and realize you are more than, we are creators. You are more than what any poo-poo person said. So I'm just gonna kind of like sidebar, break this down a little bit. This Vic Blends, he's young, he's 22, he honors his mom, he is a hard worker, he gives back to the community, he overcame a ton of obstacles over and over and still is. He reinvented himself, helping others to see themselves differently. He is a great speaker, and coming up, he's serving humanity, and he's in many places that nobody wants to go to. Think about that. Nobody wants to serve. Well, let me tell you, all of humanity needs service. Since the pandemic and before the pandemic, we have a pandemic of anxiety. We have a pandemic of suicide. We have all kinds of things going on. And it's up to us also to turn around and be the gifts that we are, to help increase the love quotient, the peace quotient, the parts on the earth that help people to like know it's going to be okay. Together we do it. We create the new earth together. So I want to ask you, hi, and I want you to ask yourself, why not you? Why not me? I mean, what can I do? What can I do? What am I going to do? And now let's send out a big love wave, and let's take brave steps. Let's take actions to help all the people that we know, that let them know that they're loved through our gifts. And God bless you. Just know that God blesses us from head to toe. So go within and choose your gift. Take the step. Take action. And choose to make a difference in the world like Vic Blends. And just keep remembering, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So we can do it. All right, everyone. Please put your comments, what you're going to do, what the answer was, what you're going to do, what you're going to put out in the world. Because it's going to come back to you, and that's so wonderful because you're putting out so many great things. Please hit subscribe, please hit like, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Peace in, peace out, bye!